What is good with y'all, baby? All the culture talking to y'all, man. How's y'all day going? I missed y'all, even though it's been like a day or two. Now, thank everybody that voted in the polls for this. I don't care if it's one. I don't care if it's two. I don't care how many people does it. Every vote matters so much to me, man. I want to thank each and every single one of y'all. I'm using this picture of J. Cole because in that live stream that me and my boy Amir was doing, everybody was calling me J Culture and shit like that and said I look like J. Cole. So I dug up a picture of J. Cole that I found on Instagram. Shout out to the creator of this picture. It's super dope. And I just decided to show y'all. But, top 10 greatest rapper of the 2010s, man. First things first, let me show y'all the honorable mentions. Now, y'all see the honorable mentions, man. Artists like X and Juice WRLD, Future, Meek Mill, Kid Cudi, Nicki Minaj, which I'm going to spoil this one for you. There are zero female artists on my top 10 greatest. If I was making a top 50, for sure Nicki and Cardi would have wound up on that list. But I cannot, beyond my better judgment, put them in my top 10 greatest. And this is my opinion. This is, this is my list. Y'all want to make a list, go ahead. I'll watch your list. You know what I'm saying? I'll watch your list. Big Crit, Wiz Khalifa, just veterans that are great. Like this, I'm going off of how I think these artists' careers went, plus my enjoyment of the artist. So this is not like stats thing. This is just my opinion. So, without further ado, let's get into number 10 to kick this list off. Now, I know niggas and already went, oh shit, he already started this list fucked up. I'm dislike. Hear me out first, motherfucker. Sorry, no, I'm not even on that wave, bro. If you want to dislike, because I put Young Thug in here before guys like X and guys like Juice WRLD and Meek Mill, go on ahead, but hear me out. Young Thug has been in the game for as long as he has been, and he has been nothing short of an energy since he's been here. Any Young Thug song I've ever listened to, I've had a good time listening to it. I've never had a bad emotion listening to Young Thug. On top of that, Young Thug, again, and I'm going to say this for the record for everybody here. I didn't put anybody on here just based off of hits and anything like that. This is my opinion on how much I enjoy these artists and how iconic they've been to me in the past 10 years. Young Thug is one of the most iconic 21st century rappers that we have today. And if that sounds silly to you, it did to me at first as well. But think of it like this. There are a lot of artists right now with Young Thug's style. There are a lot of artists that try to sound like Young Thug. There are a lot of artists out here right now that wouldn't have made it had Young Thug not made this an acceptable sound to start off with. When you first heard this man and it lies down, tell me y'all didn't go on to Genius and look up what this man said. When he made this sound catchy, when he made this style catchy, every song from Young Thug not only was a vibe, it was an energy that everyone could have fun with. Nothing that Young Thug says is meant to be taken seriously. And this is why I respect him, because he made it so I can listen to mumble rappers. He made it so I can listen to artists that don't have a rapper sound to them. And besides that fact, the guy can actually spit. He's not a shit rapper. He's not a terrible, MC. He's not a terrible lyricist, He can say some things that shock you sometimes. But, again, he's not one of those rappers that can say something and, oh my God, like it's story time or something. Young Thug is a good rapper, legitimately. Now for Eminem's my favorite artist of all time. I have him as my GOAT. I don't do anything throw a biased. So I'm not going to throw Eminem number one. If we're talking about the artists of 2000 to 2010, then easily Eminem probably would have been number one, number two for me. But 2010s, we have Eminem starting off with Recovery, then the Marshall Mathers LP2, and then we get hit with Revival and then Kamikaze. Now, Kamikaze wasn't a bad album by any means, but it comes off sounding like a I gotta prove you wrong thing rather than some of just Eminem's normal piece of work. It just sounds like a redemption album rather than, you know, something I just want to listen to. And then that album just let me down completely. And yet I still listen to it trying to give it hope. Eminem in the 2010s has been an artist that sounded like he wants to still try to sound like he's in. Like, you know, he just sounds like an artist that is trying to have this redemption feel to him, which there's nothing wrong with that. You definitely want to prove to everyone that you have it and that you're still, you know what I'm saying, you're able to stick around. Eminem is still one of the best rappers around. He's still one of the best rappers out. But nonetheless, it just seems like Eminem is trying to become something that he doesn't need to become. Eminem is solidified to me as in the top 5, but I have him as my number one personally of all time. Now, what else can Eminem do from here? I mean, who knows? Music to be Murdered By. I believe it or not, I actually have not heard the album yet, and it's so old at this point. Well, old for, you know, someone to just now be listening to, but I'm gonna listen to it. I'm gonna see if it's, you know what I'm saying, another, you know, redemption album. But Eminem, as opposed to the 2010s, has been an artist that has been a good listen, but again, it's just something about him that is different. Rather than 2000s Eminem, where you got to listen to him and it just sounded like a fresh Eminem sound. Rather than now, it's just like, I wonder why he's trying to prove that he's better than Lil Pump and fucking Lil Uzi Vert and Lil Yachty and, you know, Drake. Like, dude, you are. We know. Chill out. So number 9 is the best I can do. Could have probably went higher, but I mean, the rest of these artists are just that much better as opposed to how they elevate the game. Now, believe it or not, if XXXTentacion was alive, he more than likely would have Lil Uzi Vert's spot. I just believe that Lil Uzi Vert is the best representation of what the next wave of rap is going to look like. And he's been carrying it very, very well. The lit energy, the, you know what I'm saying, the good rapping, the new look and everything. And he carries himself well, you know, as opposed to morale goes. So, I mean, I really, really like what Lil Uzi Vert brings to the table. Now, I wasn't too much of a big of a fan when he first came out, but you know, with the whole wearing dresses and purses and shit, you know what I'm saying, I just steered away from that. But not that I'm have a problem with, you know, gays or anything. Do y'all thing and stuff. But Lil Uzi Vert, he just was fucking weird to me. So, but as time went by, I listened to his music and it was just like, you know what, let a guy live his lifestyle and let the rapping and the music do all the talking for how they represent that character. And I said, you know what, Lil Uzi Vert is fire. Who cares how he dresses? Who cares how he looks? Who cares what he does outside of rap? You know what I'm saying? The music's fire. The music's fire. And he's another one of the mumble rappers or half mumble rappers that doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Mumble rap doesn't have to have a message. When I listen to songs like Pop and Prices, I listen to you know what I'm saying, to Bean, to his best music, it's like, dude, I can't ignore the fact that this guy is talented. And he's going to be talented for many, many, many years to come. Again, he's as iconic as maybe an XXXTentacion. So, you know, X would have been in probably the 8 or 7 spot had he been alive. Rest in peace to X-Man. I mean, but Uzi has been making this, a very, you know what I'm saying? The experience of listening to him very enjoyable. I can't wait for his next project, quite frankly. Because EA was one of the best albums, or not even the best album I've heard this year, is next to Circles by Mac Miller. So, shout out to Lil Uzi, man. Shout out to Lil Uzi. Keep on doing your thing. Now, Kanye West would be that one rapper that I would put over Eminem in the 2000s. This guy was nothing short of a fucking phenom back in the 2000s. I mean, the wordplay, the creativity, the content, the storylines, the character work, everything was just top notch from Kanye. Now, 2010's, I mean, it kind of still carries on, but I'm not counting Jesus is God Kanye. I'm not counting, the Christian Kanye. I'm not counting that one. I'm talking about Yeezus. I'm talking about the life of Pablo. I'm talking about before he turns, can I really say crazy? Before he turned absolutely out of his fucking, just went crazy. Just went out of his mind. Before, boopity scoop. Whoop-de-whoop, before the man started overdosing on opioids. Kanye West is still a wordsmith. Don't get me wrong, he can drop some corny shit. But Kanye West in the 2010s has remained to sound as if he still has it in him. He's not that old Jesus Walks Kanye, or, the put on Kanye, but we're still in the midst of a genius in a sense. He's just more focused on the Yeezys and the Adidas and Kim and stuff like that. Like, he's this guy's a star, and now he's about to run for president. So I wouldn't be too interested in music either. But Kanye still has it. Kanye is still one of the best to ever do it, even if he is not that same old Kanye we've heard before. So, I mean, 7 is the best I can do. And honestly, 7 is, the highest he could have went. Now, how is Kanye better than Eminem, you ask? Because, Kanye has not been trying to prove shit to anybody. That's it. Sole reason. Beyond that point, I'm interested in more work from Kanye, but not that Jesus shit. If you're surprised to see Pusha T on this list, honestly, don't be. This man is the definition of consistency. I mean, since the fucking 90s, this guy has been tearing up the game. Pusha T is one of the only, one of probably 5 artists that have not let me down once. One time. Every time I've listened to Pusha T, he is either over-delivered on a song, or he's done just enough to make the song a good song to me. I mean, he's collaborated with some of my favorites, man. And he's even dissed one of the biggest artists in the game, Drake. I mean, think about it. Think of all the artists that have tried to take on Drake and get away with it. This motherfucker said, oh, you are hiding a child. Let me see who he chose. We talk about who you chose as your Beyonce. Sophie know better. Oh, I'm like, man, Pusha. They can't tell you to act your age, man. I'm telling you. So this is a guy that not only is a certified will fuck you up if you try to step to him. But I mean, other than that, I gave, I'm listening to all of Daytona, and I mean, I'm just impressed that somebody that comes from the 90s can still hang with, you know, these 2000s and then 2010 rappers. And it just generally sounds like, you know what I'm saying, he belongs. Like, if you never really listen to rap and you just tuned in to rap for the first time and you heard a Pusha T, you think he fit right along with the rest, you know? Which is exactly what I love to see, because Pusha T is another example of a rapper. He sounds like a rapper. You know what I'm saying? And look at the motherfucker. He looks like a fucking rapper. So, I mean, if I needed a definition of consistent rapper, and I could choose probably one of maybe the 5 I'm thinking of, Pusha T is definitely one of those artists. He's one of those rappers. So don't be shocked that he's number 6, because honestly, he could have went a lot higher on my list. And that's crazy, right? So, I mean, I just want to know y'all opinions so far on the list, man. Go ahead and be vocal in the comment section, because I definitely want to know what y'all thinking about. Man, first things first, man. Rest in peace, Mac Miller. Every time just looking at him is just, it fucks me up inside, man. It always does. From hearing about his death to now, it still fucks me up, and it never will stop fucking me up. Mac Miller was a unique listen. Forget about awards. Forget about, you know, accolades for a second. Let's just talk about the person. Mac Miller was a down-to-earth guy, and that's exactly the vibe you got from listening to his music. The guy was just, you know what I'm saying, take you to through imagery. You know what I'm saying? Mac Miller, to me, anytime I listen to his music, I always got the feeling that, you know what I'm saying, it was Mac featuring Mac, where he can slip into a regular rap sound, and then slip into an emotional rap sound, and then slip into this funkadelic rap sound. The dude was Mac featuring Miller featuring, you know what I'm saying, Most Dope. So, you know, like, dude was just absolutely phenomenal. I mean, it sucks. Like, it sucks to know you won't get new music from this guy anymore. He was young, and he was just, you know what I'm saying, it was the tip of the iceberg for Mac. From kids all the way up to swimming, it was just amazing. And if you watch the live stream with me and Amir, I said that my favorite album of his was Swimming, which would sound like a bandwagon thing. I also loved Kids. I loved Good, AM. You know what I'm saying? Let's just go on to the next person, man, before y'all hear a grown 24-year-old man just break down in fucking tears just out of pure fucking honor. Holy fucking cow. Again, rest in peace, Mac, man. You will absolutely never, ever, ever be forgotten. I've been listening to Tyler, the Creator, since I've been in middle school. Middle damn school. I mean, I've been listening to Eminem since I was a child, but Tyler, for as long as he's been famous, is for as long as I've been listening to this man. I mean, from his early disturbing horrorcore type work all the way up to his now Grammy winning work. From Goblin to goddamn Flower Boy. Or should I say, fucking Igor. I only say Flower Boy because that's my favorite album of his. Absolutely great transformation. Excellent rapper. First off, Tyler, the Creator, next to Mac Miller, is one of the listens that you know what I'm saying, is absolutely unique. We have a guy that was just talking about, you know what I'm saying, raping pregnant women, making it, and then calling it a threesome, to, you know what I'm saying, making a whole album about love. And it's just like, you expect that type of weird aesthetic from Tyler, the Creator. And it's like, this guy is just so likable, in my opinion. Like, I just don't understand why people have, you know what I'm saying, these grudges against him. Like, those Hopsin versus Tyler fans that still fucking, Hopsin's better. Hopsin should have had your spot. But, I mean, it's like, dude, can we just not compete and just appreciate for once in a while? Or for a change? Tyler, to me, is again another artist that's going to carry the wave, the next generation, into a great sounding, you know what I'm saying, just great music. Guys like Lil Z Vert, guys like Tyler, guys like, you know, like what should have been Mac Miller would have carried this next wave, this new wave, into the greatest music you've ever heard. Some of the greatest music you've ever heard. And Tyler, I believe, can give that to you. For 10 years now and still going, Tyler Creator has been one of the top artists, and that's not going to change for a long, long time. What? All the culture put his favorite artist at 3, not 1? Like I said before, no bias. I am not going to be biased and say that J. Cole's the greatest rapper around right now, yet he is my favorite artist. I have to give credit where it's due. 2 and 1 are greater than J. Cole. Now, look, J. Cole, I don't even have to explain. Like, if you know what I'm saying, this could be the shortest selection possible. You can go back to and refer to a lot of my videos that I've spoke about J. Cole, but J. Cole is one of those artists that can take me on a trip with just one song and give me a whole feel of what his life is, just on one track. J. Cole is, without a doubt, one of the greatest rappers of all time, as well as a lot of these rappers on this list. A lot of, not probably, you know what I'm saying, some of them aren't, but a lot of are the one of the, you know what I'm saying? And look, let me tell you something about J. Cole. It just hit my mind as I'm sitting here talking about it. J. Cole is a timeless listen. When you've got a guy that can not only, you know what I'm saying, give you that hype sound, give you that methodical sound, give you that lyrical sound, that storytelling sound. We have a guy that is 2020, 2010's Biggie Smalls, in my opinion. We have a guy right here that emulates one of the greatest that ever do it. If I sound ignorant saying that, you go on right ahead and call me everything in the book. But I think that J. Cole is definitely, he matches one of the greatest of all time. If I'm talking about a top 50 list, I got J. Cole in my top 20. I got J. Cole probably in my top 10 if he keeps up with his pace. J. Cole is improving. J. Cole is shining in a light that's dimming for a lot of artists that came out around his time. J. Cole is tip top, like he said. His, you know what I'm saying, his style, it won't regress. The only person that's in charge of regressing his game, it's not even fans that can cancel him. He is in charge, fully in charge of his potential, and he is showing 100% that he can handle everything being thrown at him and then some. And that, ladies and gentlemen, that, boys and girls, that, kids that ain't even been born yet, is why I fuck with J. Cole. Listen, y'all about to hate the fuck out of me for putting Drake number 2. Even though I don't even really like this nigga like that. But I have to give credit where it's due. Again, I'm not being biased. Beginnings 2010 Drake, which is pretty much the beginning of Drake, period. Drake might be one of the corniest niggas on the planet. But this is a man who not only has the most fucking hip-hop hits probably of all time. This is a man who can make a song and instantly made that an anthem for the year. You tell me who has done that in the history of time as making music. If you're not the Beatles, if you're not Michael Jackson or Tupac or Biggie or Eminem, you know what I'm saying? Jay-Z, you know, the best of all time to do it. Drake is a part of that conversation, whether you like him or not. And if you like him, that's one thing. And I'm sorry if y'all hear fireworks. These motherfuckers don't know when July 4th is and when it was. So I'm sorry if y'all hear that. But that's Detroit for you. But Drake is a generational talent. And not only is he a generational talent, Drake is, without a doubt, one of not only the best rappers of all time, but one of the greatest artists, one of the greatest musical artists of all time. Whether he has a ghostwriter or not, this man's voice is what people come for. Not the voice, the beats, the way he carries himself in the music videos, the way he lives his life. This man has an army of fans that are willing to kill themselves for Drake. I probably am not. I shouldn't say that, but it is probably true. Drake is, without a doubt, the GOAT of music today. But of course, you already know, I have one artist, I have one rapper who has been greater than Drake as opposed to rap. And if you don't know who this is, go ahead, go to the grocery store, go to the juice aisle, look at that V8 and smash your fucking head on that V8 and say, should have had a V8. Should have had a motherfucking V8. Do that for me right quick. I'll wait. As a matter of fact, man, it's already 8 o'clock. I can't wait. So, number one, yo, time to shine, brother. Kendrick Lamar is, without a fucking doubt, the greatest rapper we have in the 2010s. If I had to point to someone came up to me and asked me, you know what I'm saying, to listen to rap for the first time ever, to point at a rapper, point them out a rapper for them to listen to for the first time, within 0.2 seconds, I'm gonna fucking suggest Kendrick goddamn Lamar. Because this not only is one of the greatest rappers of all time, he is the definition of a rapper. This man not only came into the rap game and fucking left it, just left it a war zone for now other rappers to decide who's gonna take his place, which is not gonna happen as long as he has air in his damn lungs and a beating heart. Kendrick Lamar is going to be the best rapper until he's dead. I've said it. You can't take him off his perch. As far as the new Tupac goes, it's not no fucking NBA young boy. It's not Future. It's not any of what who these little niggas think the new Tupac is. The new Pac is the man who he is idolized by. Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar is the king of rap as of now. Drake may be Mr. Hitman. Drake may be Mr. You know what I'm saying? As soon as I speak, it's a number one hit. Kendrick Lamar is, without a doubt, the man who, whenever he speaks on a track and there's a microphone recording his lips moving and there is a beat on, that song becomes a pure rap song. Kendrick Lamar, without a doubt, is a king of hip hop. I mean, take Pimp a Butterfly, Good Kid, Mad City, Section 80, Overdose. I forget that one album's name. I'm sorry. You know, Untitled Unmastered, and then he leaves us with Damn. I'm gonna disregard the Black Panther soundtrack. He leaves us with Damn. And after that album, you know what the fuck I said? Damn. With a period at the end. Damn. Because he left us now for 3 years without anything. And I wait super patiently for what he drops next. But Kendrick Lamar, without a fucking doubt, is not only a generational talent, he is a once in a lifetime artist. I've said it. He is the greatest rapper we have in 2010s. And guess what? He could not make anything for the 2020s. And guess what? He's the greatest fucking rapper the 2020s too. Because guess what? Kendrick Lamar breathes and pisses rap excellence. Let me simmer it down because y'all probably like, oh, this nigga's a fan. I am a fan of Kendrick, as you can tell. But let's be real. Whenever you hear Kendrick on a track, you instantly get that notion, oh, this is just something he can do. Have you ever looked at someone and said, like Gordon Ramsay or something, and been like, oh, you know what I'm saying? This is the only thing they should be good at for the rest of their lives. Kendrick, that thing for him is rap. Period. 100%. I leave it at that. If y'all like this list, I liked it. I like exuding the energy. Y'all know what it is, man. I love every single one of y'all. Any new subscribers coming in, aboard the culture crew, you know what I'm saying? Welcome. You are loved. You are respected. I will try my best to keep you here and keep you happy. Shout out to Amir for having all y'all come over, man. You know what I'm saying? The podcast coming soon. Go over to Amir's, I forgot what archive channel. There we go. Forgot for 2 seconds. Go over to his archive channel and definitely check out that podcast. Me and him hung out for 7 hours just talking about random stuff, man. It definitely was a great time hanging out with that man. I hope to do it again. This is my top 10 greatest 2010s rappers. If you agree, go ahead and hit that like button. This is my first time telling people to hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Share it with your friends. Get into a little debate. You know what it is, man. Vibe. Have a good time. And I see y'all boys, girls, kids, and anything that lives. And if you watch the videos, you know I will see you later, man. Peace. All the culture out.